We have a wire cutter here. This cuts wire. This can cut wire, but it can also strip wires right in that little hole that's right there. You can use it as a wire stripper. We have a little crimp, which we're going to have lots of. This is a crimping tool, and this is a nice crimping tool because it ratchets, and crimping is crushing the little metal in there over wire. And the nice thing about this one is as you squeeze it, it won't open up until you've squeezed all the way. So you can play with that and squeeze it, and you'll notice it doesn't open up until you squeeze it all the way. And that means you know you're going to get a good crimp because it won't open up until you have a good crimp. And then here is another set of wire strippers, and we're just going to use those little holes up at the top to strip our wires. Okay? So are there any questions about the tools we need today? This is your tether wire. This is what goes from your control box down to your ROV. The red and black is your power wire. Red is positive, black is negative. Its colors are nice. We've got a bunch of crimps for you, which we're going to use. We have a face plate, and this is going to be your control box. And this face plate fits right on there and can screw down in there. We have 3 motors. So why don't you guys hold and check out some of these motors. And since you didn't get a motor, we'll give you some propellers. We have these little wires combined with these little wires are what we're going to be using to wire up the switch box. You have your switches, and essentially you have 3 switches go into 3 motors. We have 2 banana plugs. You've got some nice banana plugs there. Again, red for positive, black for negative. Yep. And then we have some little what are called motor adapters, and this is what fits a propeller onto the end of that motor, and there's a couple in there. Okay, so these are the parts that you get, and this is what we're going to use to build our vehicle today. Okay? So the first thing we're going to do is, if you look at the instructions here, we're going to cut 5 lengths of blue wire and 5 lengths of yellow wire. And we want to cut them about 3 inches, so about that long. And we've got a couple yellows, a couple blues. So you can use this to cut. And you want to cut them about that long. And you can use this to cut. Yep. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, right in there, that's good. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Don't use the very base. You don't want the hole. You're right there. Cut with that. Is that cut?
Not really, no.
Okay. Let's use this cutter then. Okay, so you have 3 blue. Let her cut 2 more. It's okay. We'll. Yep. Grab that for me. Yep, and 1 more. We need 1 more there. So. I can hold that in for you. Got it? Excellent. Okay, so now we need 5 yellows, and that's extra.
Okay.
2. Hang on. Yeah, go right about there. And then cut somewhere right in the middle there. That's extra. Yep. Okay, so now we have 5 yellows and 5 blues, correct? Nope, so yeah, we put it for. Okay, so the next step is you're going to notice on your switches here, they have a little nut, then this little faceplate that says on, off, and you guys can take these, and we want to start unscrewing the top bolt nut off there. There's one for you. Take that faceplate off, and then there's another nut that we want to get off of there as well. Yep. Let's get that all the way off. Okay. Now this is a faceplate of our box, and what we want to do is push this up through here like this, and then we want the faceplate down first. So put the faceplate on there, perfect, and then you want both nuts on top of there. Yep, get that down tight. And what we're go for it. Keep going. And then what we're going to do is once you get it as far down as you can, as tight as you can, and then we're just going to use just a little needle nose plier to just tighten it up just a little bit. Get it a little tighter. Okay, and then the second nut goes on top of there, just like that. Okay, and now we need to do that 2 more times. So up from the bottom, faceplate on first. It might go the other way. Spin it 180 degrees. There it went. Okay, and then put those 2 on. And why you use 2 of them on top is the first one tightens down, and the second one's called a lock nut, and that'll really help lock it down so it's not going to move a lot later on. There you go. That's good. Doesn't have to be really tight yet. Okay, so 1 more to go. Excellent. That's good. You can move them a little bit later on, so if it's not quite straight, you can straighten it up later. Okay. Okay. We get both of them on there? Excellent. So let's turn the page. We're going to make these little M's, and these are power jumpers. So what we need to do is we need to strip the ends of every wire here. And what we're going to do with our wire strippers is you want to strip off approximately about 1 centimeter or so. And we're going to use the littlest hole, which is the 22 on here. Put this in here, get in there, and then pull. And you'll notice what happened. The yellow came off the end of that, and you only see the silver wires left, okay? Then we want to do both ends. There it went. Okay, so here's one, and we need to do all of these, and I'll get some more tools so some of the others you can work. There's one for you. There's one for you. And you want to use the smallest hole, and yeah, the smallest hole at the very top, right up there.
This one right here?
Yep, but yeah. So yeah, about 1 centimeter through, squeeze, and then pull that blue wire. Perfect. Yep, and tell you what, why don't you guys try this as the red one works really well for that, so you guys can all try it. How's that one working for you, okay? Hang on, no, for stripping you want to use a hole. So squeeze, and there you go. Okay, and when you're done, why don't we put them right here on the paper?
Me?
No. Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Well, to finish this one,
grab a cup from the coffee
There's
thing.
Coke and Diet Coke.
So yeah, we need one more yellow. We got that. Should be it. Two more blues coming. Okay. Yeah, we can try. Like I say, the red ones were pretty good.
Before a short.
It's good.
Stretch it out so you don't actually get the right length.
Yeah, just wrap it around your finger and pull. Excellent. Okay. So we've got our 5 blue and 5 yellow.